Hey everybody, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be talking about another video that we watched that goes over the topic of the video game industry and its impact on society and the people behind the scenes that make the games. And I'm going to go into 5 key takeaways that I got from it. Now, the first of these takeaways is just the explosive growth of the video game industry. Now, first, the sheer size of the video game industry today is staggering. Video games have grown far beyond a niche hobby, and they now surpass global box office and the music industry combined in revenue. Now, the video talks about how in 2016, it was said that 2.5 billion people played video games, and in 2018, the industry made at least $130 billion. And it's an industry that grows by about 10% every year. Now, this level of growth reflects the significant role gaming plays in our daily lives and entertainment. And it's also remarkable how video games have evolved, from arcade games in the 70s to multiplayer games in the 2000s to today's booming mobile and professional gaming scenes. I mean, the fact that professional gamers can now fill stadiums and earn millions showcases the cultural shift towards video games as a mainstream form of entertainment. The second takeaway that I got from the video, though, is the cost of success. A lot of emphasis was put on the topic of crunch culture, because apparently this growth definitely comes at a cost, especially to the workers who make these games. Now, the video talks about how crunch culture is one of the most significant issues in the industry. Basically, employees, particularly developers and testers, often work under extreme pressure to meet deadlines. For example, Treyarch employees reported working up to 70 hours a week to meet the release of Black Ops 4, and testers of Fortnite faced similar hours, and there were sometimes even reports of them making as little as $13 an hour. Now, another issue the video mentions is that employees are laid off after a game launches, making it clear that despite the industry's growth, those responsible for creating the games don't always see the benefits. Now, the challenge here is balancing corporate profits with humane working conditions. Which, along that line, the third takeaway that I got is the gender inequality and harassment in gaming. Now, another troubling aspect of the video game industry is the inequalities and mistreatments that many minority groups face. The video just highlights the issues that women have in the industry. It says that although women make up nearly half of all gamers, only 19% of the gaming industry employees are female. And the hashtag #MeToo movement shed a lot of light on issues of harassment and sexism in the industry. One female developer even created a game that showcases the experience of being a woman in this space. And characters in the game, or the main character, faces constant harassment from male colleagues around him. And the Gamergate scandal in 2014 also highlighted further how toxic the gaming environment is. Multiple women in gaming who simply just spoke out on the topic received rape and death threats. Now, this shows the industry has a long way to go in terms of inclusivity and fair treatment towards all its workers. The fourth thing that I got from this video, though, is the rise of worker movements, such as the Gamers Workers Unite movement. Now, thankfully, workers are beginning to fight back against the harsh conditions through things like the Game Workers Unite movement. This grassroots effort is aimed at improving pay, treatment, and better working conditions across the gaming industry. The movement is particularly focused on fighting what is known as purge culture, where workers are laid off en masse after a game's release. Workers are banding together to demand that their efforts are valued and respected. The hope is that the gaming industry continues to rake in billions, and that the people behind the scenes are successful just as those products are, and they receive fair compensation and better working conditions. Now, this movement is critical because it challenges the notion that workers are disposable in a profitable industry. Now, in conclusion, while the video game industry's growth and influence are undeniable, there are still significant challenges to address. From crunch culture to gender inequality and labor rights, the industry must evolve not only its technology, but also in how it treats its workforce. The hope is that the industry continues to thrive, and that the workers and developers who make it all possible will also share in the success. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you next time.